And there you go, the mighty countdown that lets you know it is time for Live Better. Hello, everyone. It's Chad here, the story catcher and host of the show Live Better, brought to you by the wonderful team over at Wave.video. Super excited to have you today. We've got an incredible guest, a super topic, and one that has caused a little bit of a stir. We've had a lot of engagement already, and people are excited to learn about repurposing your live video. And not only repurposing your live video, but using the tools built inside the Wave video editor, because our guest today, Anita Wong, is an absolute pro when it comes to using the Wave video editor. We're going to do giveaways. We're going to have a great time. My voice is still a little quirky because I'm still overcoming this crud that all of us are battling. But I feel so much better. By the way, if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, like us, follow us, click the bells, get notifications, go to the website, sign up for emails, click all the things, because we've got them all there for you. And we will not only notify you the next time we have a show coming up, but we'll let you know about other shows that we do, events that are happening, updates to products, and we'll also send out a handy tip or two now and then. But you know what? Enough about me. I'm curious about repurposing. I can't wait to talk to Anita. So if you're ready, let's learn together how to live better.
Hello.
Well, there she is, Miss Anita Wong. By the way, the team decided that the music for the different segues here today had a little bit of a British vibe.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, so that was for you.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm really awesome, thank you. I'm really looking forward to today. I've got lots of little things to show you and talk about, so I'm really excited.
Well, good. It sounds like our people are too. We have got all kinds of everyone's out there. Let's see, Jim Fuse is here, Sammy Superstar, Tim Parker, Veronica Jeans, the Wave team, and lots of others. Guys, we want you to engage. We want you to ask your questions. Let us know what you want to know. And by the way, at the end of the show, we'll have 3 winners. 2 lucky winners are going to get our awesome Wave video sticker pack with the coveted yellow Chad sticker, which, by the way, my wife's making me something with yellow Chad on it today. I will be able to show you it next week. I'm not going to give away what it is. But our grand prize winner today is actually going to get what, Anita? What are you going to do with them?
What am I going to do with them? Well, we've got an hour to go through Wave.video. If you want me to show you exactly how to use the software, or if you want a audit on your YouTube channel, or you want me to talk to you about how you can create an online course, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do in that 1 hour VIP session, you can have me for that 1 hour, and everything will be recorded. So what I usually do is do the discussion. I'll send you a link, you can fill it in, and then we will have our session, and you can have a recording of it so you can go away and keep rewatching it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is like, I wish I could go over to the comments and start commenting and kick everyone's tail and over engage so I could win it. Because I'll tell you what, the tool is so robust, and while I use it, I know you are a power user, and I'd love to learn all the tips and tricks that you
it's really
have
cool
to offer. But the reason we're here today is to talk about your experience with live streaming, and then specifically with repurposing. Also, you're one of our beta testers right now for the new live streaming tool brought to you by Wave Video. By the way, folks, that's what we're using for our show today. And you can multi-stream right now to Facebook and YouTube with it. We have RTMP, LinkedIn, and Twitter on the horizon, and just so many incredible features. Just to let you know, I preset the scenes for this episode, and I was able to set them up 8 scenes, and I did it in 10 minutes. Okay, now I've been practicing with it, and that helps. But it's just that easy. And while there's only a limited number of people right now that have access to the beta test, please, if you haven't signed up and applied, go to Wave.video and sign up, because we're going to be opening up to some more, and it's just around the corner before everyone will have it. So, Anita, speaking of live streaming, how long have you been in the live stream game?
Oh, I think I've been live streaming for about 5 or 6 years. So I pretty much prefer to live stream than to pre-record videos, believe it or not, because I just find that it's you can't go wrong with Anita Wong. I love that one. Thanks, Angel. That's great. I've had lots of those. Yeah, I've been live streaming for about 5 years. I prefer to live stream than to pre-record, although I do obviously pre-record for my YouTube channel, and I live stream on there as well. So I have a particular structure to my live streams, which I try to stick to as much as possible, so that it makes the rewatching of the video a little bit easier for people. Because obviously, if you go on, like if you're on a live stream for an hour, if someone's looking for a specific answer to a question, because I do a lot of how-tos and teaching about, I teach a lot on my live streams. If they're looking for a specific answer, sitting for a whole hour can be a little bit long. So I do tend to do a particular strategy with my live streams afterwards, and that's by adding the chapters in and going through it and adding the timestamps and things like that to make it easier for people to watch.
Wow. So many steps. And are you at that stage, like many of us are in our business, where you are doing a lot of this yourself? Are you outsourcing it?
I'm still doing it myself at the moment, but I am looking to outsource a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a control freak. I'm not. I just need to get my systems set in and get a team that really sort of like is on the same wavelength as me, and then I'll be happy and just delegate and things like that. So I think like all of it.
For 6 years.
Well, when you first start out, you want to do these things yourself, because the thing with me is, because I teach people how to use the digital tools, I have to keep my hands in on what's happening so that I can actually keep up with all the changes, so that when people come to me and ask me, oh, how do you use this? I'm doing it myself. So I don't mind doing it. I'd rather delegate like the emails and all those sorts of things than the actual hands-on stuff. If that makes sense.
Understandable. So you live stream, you do all these crazy things with it. Why specifically do you consider the repurposing component such a good strategy?
Well, I think it's because the live stream is only live for as long as it's live, and then it becomes a video, and then you can utilize that video in lots of different ways. So, for example, this live stream obviously is on your YouTube and it's on our Facebook, but we could put it into LinkedIn, you can put it onto your website. In Wave, you can put it into their embedded pages and then embed it onto your website. So there's all sorts of different ways, but there are some channels that don't allow you to live stream from the desktop. So for example, Instagram, and I know lots of users use Instagram to reach their audience. So that's one of the platforms that I regularly repurpose my live streams to. And I usually just do a little snippet of it. And I'm going to teach you a little trick today that not that many people know, that when you do put a video into Instagram that's over 1 minute, the link becomes clickable since they've done some changes. So that means that you can drive people from your Instagram to your YouTube channel where your live stream is, to get more people watching your content.
It's interesting because it seems like Instagram has always kind of punished you or made it really difficult to do something that would allow you to put a link on anything, and they made it hard to make videos that were long because they wanted things to be short and sweet. Why would they suddenly do this? We're like, hey, you have a minute video, we're going to let you put a link on it.
Well, I think it was done. Well, first of all, they put the link sticker, didn't they, into stories. So for those of you that use Instagram, Instagram is made up of lots of different sections, and they put a link sticker into stories so you could take people outside the platform to, maybe it's to help creators grow and things like that. But what they've done recently is that they've amalgamated the short and long form video together into one video tab. So a bit like YouTube or a bit like Facebook Watch, they've made one tab for video. And what happens is that if you put a video in there, you can actually put a clickable link. So it's something that I utilize quite a lot. So yes, the link stickers, but also inside. And I've connected my phone, so hopefully I can show you exactly how that works on my phone, and we can see what the videos look like inside of, you know, inside of Instagram, and how you can repurpose them and stuff.
Excellent. We've already got questions coming in, which is absolutely incredible. Angel wants to know if you do a crossfade in and out when you're cutting out snippets.
It depends on how long the snippets are. So if you're going to just do a quick 15-30 second snippet, then I wouldn't do a crossfade. But if you're doing, say, like I've got an example today where I've taken an hour, 1.5 minutes of my live stream, and I've cut that up into 3 sections. So although there's not a crossfade, you can see where they join together. So, you know, you could do a crossfade, because the thing is with video is it's really good to keep people attention by putting different things in. So I'm a bit of a hand thing, but like you could put an emoji up there, or you could put some text across there and things like that. So any of those things help keep retention, and then obviously have that all important call to action near the end of your snippet, so that it drives them to wherever you want them to take, wherever you want them to go.
Wow, there's so much to like try to remember. And someone here, and by the way, if the team, if we can get the link put in the comments or somewhere so people know what they can do to authorize the app, so your face will show up, we know who's saying this. But somebody on Facebook's asking, if you do the live on YouTube, do you go back and then optimize the titles and hashtags and things afterwards?
Yeah, absolutely. I tend to try and do that before as well. So with this live streaming tool and some of the other ones as well, you can pre-schedule your live. So it's always good to do that anyway, so that you can get that anticipation from your audience, and they can click that get reminder. So I tend to optimize it for the live stream, but then I will definitely go in afterwards and optimize it afterwards. And I've got some examples of how YouTube helps you optimize it with the chapters. So I've actually pulled up one of your old lives, Chad, where you haven't got chapters in the live on YouTube, but when you put the exact title into Google, it pulls up your live, and YouTube have put the chapters in. And that's what I want to explain to people about. YouTube's actually helping you find those key spots to actually repurpose. Because if YouTube thinks that it's worth putting a chapter dot in that part of the video, then it's telling you that that's a good part of the video to repurpose. So I've got examples of that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got some great stuff coming up, by the way. Now, Anita, do you have like a hard stop at the top of the hour?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because
not unless the doorbell goes, or the internet goes down, or the dog starts barking.
I've never even brought this up, but we've got so many questions and things coming in right now, and I know you've got some cool stuff to show. So if you're okay with it, if we go over a little bit, we might go over a little bit. I don't usually do that, you know, because we want to be consistent, but people are just throwing things in. Jim was asking, so have they done away with IGTV on longer videos? My understanding was IGTV was going away.
Yeah, what they've done is they've molded the 2 short form video. So basically, you used to put a video which was under 60 seconds into Instagram as a post. And then if anything was over 60 seconds, it would go into the IGTV tab. So I've got my phone connected, so I'll show you in a second what I mean. But basically what they've done is they've made a video tab, and your short videos under 60 seconds and your long form videos over 60 seconds are all in the same tab. So reels are separate. So, you know, Instagram reels, you know, like TikTok and all that sort of, where everyone's doing dancing and things like that. That's your reels. But your video is short video and long video are now joined together into one video tab.
Video tab, and it's no longer called IGTV, right?
No, it's just a video icon. It's like a sideways triangle on the screen.
So it's like the video section formerly known as IGTV, kind of like Prince. It went to just a symbol. Yeah,
that's right. And if you go to IGTV in the App Store, it's not there, and like it's there, but it tells you that it's not there anymore. So it takes you straight to the video tab in Instagram.
Wow.
They do try to confuse people a lot.
So now someone has a little question here. They're asking, is the Wave live yet? Well, it's funny that you ask. It's in beta testing, and there's only a small group right now that's helping us troubleshoot it and take a few bugs out. But it is like, I mean, it is, oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna want it. But I'll tell you what, if you don't already have a Wave.video account, I need you to go get a Wave.video account, apply for the beta. But listen to this. Listen, folks, listen. I just, hot off the presses, got the okay from the team. If you will comment, now some of you already are in the show today watching, already are part of our testers, but if you're not, if you comment hashtag wave, we are going to pick 5 people, and we're going to get you access to be part of the beta test group with this select group. So make sure you have a Wave account and comment hashtag wave, and 5 of you are going to get access to the beta today. And you can be, as Angel calls it, part of the chosen few. Wow. Wow, Angel. All right, we need a little humble pie there, Angel. Someone wants to know, are reels better than the stories, or is there a specific place that they
have their place? They're both different, actually. So stories are traditionally used to tell a story. So you can, most of the time at the moment, stories last for 24 hours. So what happens with a story is it lasts, you can record up to 15 seconds. Although if you do the hands-free option, you can go up to a whole minute and it segments it into 4 for you. But the story traditionally lasts for 15 seconds duration, but only is visible on your platform for 24 hours. So after those 24 hours, it disappears unless you add it to your highlights, and then it stays in those little circles just above your grid. Whereas reels are entertainment videos that won't disappear. So reels are videos that stay on your account indefinitely until you remove them. So you can put a small snippet of them on your profile, and then people click on that to go through to your reels. But sometimes what you can do is take the profile off so that the reels sit there. Depends how aesthetic you want your grid to look. You know, like some people will do like a color, then a video, then a color, you know, all these sorts of different layouts you can go for. So, and you can fit your live streams into those with the repurposing by keeping it on brand, which is why Wave's really good, because you can put your brand kit into the Wave studio and then you can keep all of those things on brand. So when you do put it up there, everything sort of fits together properly.
So wait, are you saying I can't just make square and just horizontal video for Facebook and YouTube, but I can make TikToks or reels in Wave?
Yeah.
Whoa, you hear that, folks? It can do everything. There's another question here, but the follow-up question, and it feels like we're kind of getting to all of this, because one of our questions was, how many pieces of content do you usually create just from one live stream? So think on that. And then someone else was asking, do you download the text and then create blog posts too? If yes, do you use the original text, or do you try to clean it up, make it more readable? What do you do there?
Okay, so that one you could probably get somebody to do for you. So you could find someone to outsource. But yes, traditionally you can create a blog post from your live stream video. So in Wave, it's really good because they've got it's not hidden, but not that many people know about it. So when you put a video into Wave and it's got you speaking, you can get Wave to create the subtitles for you that go along the bottom. Whilst it does that, you can edit them. So sometimes with my British accent, it might not pick it up properly, or if you've got a quite deep, I mean, my accent's actually quite clear, but if you live up in the north, it can get quite strong and some of the words aren't as clear, and it depends on your accent. So, you know, you can correct some of the wording, and some of the wording that's very similar, like path and bath and things like that, that sound quite similar. Sometimes it gets them wrong. So you just correct those. Then inside of Wave, you can actually download the text file. So that gives you all of the things that you've said, which you could then take the headers from to create a blog post. So yeah, you can. And because of Wave being able to embed the video, you can then copy the video, embed it onto your website using the code module, and you've got your video on your website as well.
Holy moly, moly, moly.
Super cool.
Yes. Last stop for Payne says she loves turning the blog post into a video, which is also a cool tool as well. So on average, how many pieces of content do you usually get out of one live stream?
I suppose it depends on which parts you want to do. So when I create a live stream, I usually do quite listicle live streams. So I have like a list of things that I want to discuss. So those lists are my sort of sections. So if I want to pull out 3 or 4 sections to repurpose and get people to come in from different angles, then I might do 3 or 4 different little snippets. Otherwise, I might just do one repurpose video and change it into multiple sizes for the different platforms. So one piece of video that I cut out, I could create into a square for my short Instagram. I could create into a reel, which is like the stories shape for, say, like a reel. Then I could put that into my stories. I could then put the video onto my website. You can put the video into your email. So probably about 5 or 6, but it's actually, you could probably say you could just go on and on and on, but I think you need to work out what your whole goal is as well. So that's another thing to sort of think about when you're repurposing your videos is what's your overall goal, number 1, of the live stream, and number 2, what's your overall goal of repurposing the video. So if it's a promotion for something that's happening now, so say like you're selling a course or you're selling an offer, then you're going to repurpose that for that said time until the offer comes up again. But if it's something that's long standing, like for instance, my YouTube channel, I want to grow. I'm on like 4,500 subscribers and I'm just short of 1 million views. So I'm like trying to get people to go and watch things on my YouTube channel. So do go and check that out. It's Anita Wong. Just type Anita Wong into YouTube and you'll find my channel. I want to get that up. So I repurpose the videos by sharing them to Twitter, to Instagram, to my email and things like that quite often, so that I can get people to watch and re-watch not only my live streams but also the uploaded video content.
Wow. My brain is exploding.
I'm trying not to overwhelm anyone.
No, you know, it's funny because, you know, when I got into this business years ago, there were certain things that I was like one of the most knowledgeable on. You know, I was up there. I stayed up to date on all these different things. But it's gotten so crazy. It's so hard to keep up, right?
Yeah.
Here at Wave, we have
definitely.
Feature Friday where we're updating our tools, right? So this is always adding new features, but then, you know, Facebook changes every 3 days. Instagram can't figure out what they're doing. You've got TikTok that's going nuts. YouTube, they've added and changed stuff. LinkedIn doesn't know who they are anymore. It's so hard to keep up with all the things. So having, you know, for me, like having a tool like Wave, right, helps.
Yeah, it does.
Everything's one place.
Yeah, and I think that's the key, is that number 1, know what your overall goal is for your business or your social, whatever it is that you're using your live streaming for. What's the goal for doing that? And then what do you need to do in order to attract the audience to you? And then what do you want that audience to do once they've been attracted to you? So do you want them to come and join your email list, or do you want them to come and subscribe to your live streams, or do you want them to sign up for your course? You know, so once you know what that overall goal is, then it narrows down the tools that you need to use in order to achieve that goal. And then it's a repeat and rinse. And with Wave, it's like everything is in one place. And now with the live streaming and the fact that you can transfer that live stream into the editor and then utilize all of those facilities, it makes it so much more worthwhile staying in one place.
Well, I totally agree. Totally agree. By the way, guys, don't forget like, click, ring the bells, and sign-ups, and all the different things. Go to Wave.video, go to our YouTube, go to our Facebook, go to all the places because we are on all the places. Follow us, get notified. You'll know when the next show is, what's coming up, new features, possibly early access to different things. Also, all of you who are engaging, please continue to ask your questions. Those who engage the most have the best shot at winning one of our 3 prizes today. Of course, 2 lucky winners are going to get the coveted sticker pack of the new Wave Video show, which includes, there he is, Yellow Chad. By the way, Yellow Chad, well, the real Chad, and the team will be at Social Media Marketing World in March, so hopefully you'll be able to come by there, say hello, and meet all of us, because we would love to meet you. And our grand prize winner today, it's just better hearing it from Anita. Anita, tell them what they're going to win.
So you're going to win 1 hour with me on Zoom, obviously, because I'm in the UK, and we will do, either I can do an audit of your YouTube channel, or we can, which is what I probably think you would want, is to dive into Wave, and I'll show you how to use the platform so that you can create those videos that you need, and all the different tools that you can do in there. And I will record the session so that you've got that recording afterwards.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. We're about to get to some of the stuff that you've got here for us. Angel wants to know, am I allowed to win again?
Maybe a sticker.
I know Angel wants an autographed Yellow Chad. That's what Angel's
Yeah,
really trying to say. Anita, we'll make sure we get your address and get you some stickers. Also, folks, everybody's asking about the new live streaming tool from the Wave Video Studio, which is what we're using today. Crazy layouts, awesome fun. You can move cameras around, multiple screen shares. You can share video. You can upload video. You can add cameras. You can preset scenes. You can have up to 12 guests. You can add cameras all within the app and edit your video in the Wave Video Editor when the show's over. Embed it into landing pages. Send it out as an email. Create all of this wonderful repurposing content Anita's telling you about, all in the same tool. And on the flip side, as you're getting ready for your next live stream, you can create everything that you need. Thumbnails, overlays, GIFs, videos, all of it in Wave. Save it in a folder, and guess what? It will be available to you in your live studio. It is mind-blowing. Trust me, I've been doing this a while, and I've used all the tools, and you don't need anything else. It's crazy. So we have a test group, a small test group that are testing this out, and if you want to be a part of it, I got special approval today from the higher-ups that if you comment #Wave, 5 people today who comment #Wave, we are going to get you access to be part of our test group on the Wave. You have to have a Wave account. Okay, you have to have a Wave account. And we will put up an email. You can email Yulia at Wave.video if you are one of the winners. And you have to be one of the winners. Don't just everybody email her, because she'll have a list so you know who you are. All right? And then we'll have to call you out, and we don't want to do that. Just kidding. We won't call you out. Angel says the Wave platform is the new standard. Zoom is so 2021. I wouldn't even call it Zoom. Zoom is like so 2020. Like way back, way back. All right. So back to this craziness, right? You've got some things prepared for us. So we're gonna switch scenes here. And don't forget, guys, keep commenting, because in the next 20 minutes or so, they will let me know not only who the #Wave finalists winners are, but also our 3 other winners. All right, so here we go.
Okay, so well, basically, I've got the Wave editor open, and what I've done is I uploaded a live stream that I did on using Snapcam inside my live streaming tool. So basically that means that I can add a third-party camera to what I was doing. So I was teaching people how to do that. So I wanted to use a live stream as an example, but what I wanted to talk to you about is how do you actually identify those really good pieces in order for you to repurpose them. So what I did is I went into my video. So this is, oh, that's the one of you, which I will get to. So basically I went into my own YouTube channel, and what I did is I found my video, which is this one, how to use SnapCam when live streaming. I put that exact title into Google and it pulled up my video. But what happens inside of YouTube when you are live streaming to YouTube, which is super cool, is there is a setting inside your YouTube that allows you to add auto chapters. So what that does is it lets YouTube choose the good bits of your video. So here, what it did is it chose these sections of my video where it thought there were different things happening. And this is how you can utilize YouTube doing this for you, because you can look at those bits and go, okay, so what did YouTube like about that video that I could use in my marketing to repurpose? So what I did is I looked at this, and it was a bit about me actually adding the SnapCam camera into my live streaming tool. So I'd be able to add it into Wave by selecting my camera. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use that little bit in Wave. So what I did is I went into the Wave software. Now, if you're using the Wave.video live streaming tool, the video would already be in your software. But if you're not yet able to use it and you want to repurpose a live you've done elsewhere, you would download the live from wherever it is that you did it, and then you would upload it into your Wave editor. Now, there's two ways of uploading, because I know that some of you, depending on your plan, will depend on how much you can bring into the editor. So there's one way is that you upload it into your editor and it sits in your library. The other way is that you choose a template that you want to use, and then you upload it whilst it's in the template. So before I show you exactly what I'm going to do in the editor, I want to explain to you what you can do with repurposing. So here inside of Wave, they have all of these templates available. And that means that you can create an Instagram video, a stories video, a square video, a Facebook video, and so on. So the stories videos would be the portrait videos that you have on your telephone, not on your mobile phone. And the Instagram video traditionally is a square. Facebook and YouTube are traditionally the horizontal 16:9. So I went ahead and I wanted to do a square video on my for my Instagram that I could put my horizontal video in. So that's known as a letterbox view. So what I did is I typed in letterbox up here in the search, and it brought me up some of these options. So this one here is what we would call a letterbox. So you see you've got this dark band at the top and dark band at the bottom, and then you can slot your live stream into here without having to resize the actual original video. So that's the template that I chose. And what I did then is I added my video in. So what I want to do, because most of you will be uploading your own video into here at the moment, so I want to just choose this template. So if I click edit template, and along here you can see you can change it to horizontal, or you can change it to vertical, or you could change it to a story. So whichever way you want to do it, it's already been pre-formatted for you. So let's just start with the square, and then we go ahead and we click edit template. Now what will happen is that it will be the set duration that the template is. So it's a 10-second clip. Now you might want to do a longer clip than that. You might want to do, say, like 30 seconds, or if you wanted to do the over 1 minute, so you can put the link in, or even under, because I'm going to show you that on my mobile phone in a second. You could actually just, you know, put a snippet in. So if I drag this along to let's just say 20 seconds. Okay, so we want to do a little short 20-second promo video. So what I do then is, I'm not going to go into the whole like how to use the dashboard, but this is like your navigation. So it's like the cockpit of your Wave Studio. And on the right-hand side is like the finer controls. So whichever one you click on the left, you're always going to get the finer controls on the right. If you click on the center bit where the image or the movie is, that's going to be the like content, and that's the middle one along the bottom here. And then if we go back to where the writing is, This one here is the text box. And as you can see, this text box is together and it's grouped together, but you can ungroup it and have 2 layers if you want. I'm not going to get into that right now. So let's click on here, because for most of you, you're going to be uploading the video in. So what you do is you click replace, and then if you've already got the video in your file, you can click my video, but it's only going to pull in the length of video that you've set in the template along the bottom. So in this blue area down the bottom here. If you want to pull in a 20-second clip of your live stream, now remember, we went onto the YouTube and it said that something happened at 4 minutes on my video that was really interesting. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to upload a video, and this is going to just come here and, actually, sorry, I'm going to go back one. I'm going to just go back because I want to show you that it allows you to clip it. So I'm going to replace, and then I am going to, yeah, it is upload actually, sorry. So I'm going to upload, and I'm going to upload a file. And you won't see this, but I'm going to just grab my long live stream and I'm going to click open. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to trim that live stream before you put it in. So we know that we've got 20 seconds, and we know that the most important part of what was happening, according to YouTube, happened at 4 minutes, 6 seconds. So we're going to go back here and we're going to drag this one here up to 4 minutes. So we're going to go through a bit. Oh, there it is, 4 minutes. We're going to say like, go to say like 4. And then we're going to bring in 20 seconds. So we're going to take in, say like to 45. So we're going to just give ourselves a little bit of a buffer in case there's a little bit of information that we might have missed. And then we're going to go upload. And what that does is it brings it in much quicker. So you're not bringing in the whole of the live stream. You're just bringing in that small bit that you need. And as you can see, it's brought it in really quickly for me. And even though I'm live streaming and I'm using all my bandwidth, and I know the fact that my husband is downstairs on a call on his computer, it's still bringing it in quite quickly. So let's just get that in. It's whirring. That's a positive. If it's not working for you and you're getting a bit overwhelmed, I call that the donut of doom, because it's like, and it's usually when you then go and grab a donut and just like go, okay, so here it is here. So I'm going to click replace, and that's going to bring that video in. Awful picture, like I look like my eyes are gone all funny. But what happens is then I can press play. Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. And it's brought that in. But of course, I use the template, so there's music. So what I can do is I can just delete the music by coming down the bottom here and just clicking on the delete button, and it gets rid of the music, because obviously you want to hear what that bit is that we were talking about. So then you just carry on and play it. I'm not 100% sure. Not tried Snapcam, mainly focus on Facebook Lives. Yeah. So Facebook, you can use Snapcam on Facebook Live. So you see that bit there? You can use Snapcam on Facebook Live. Not that many people know that you can change your camera so that you can put like a filter over the top when you're using Facebook Live. People don't know how to do that. So that's the pull that's come out of my video that would entice people to go to my YouTube channel. So of course, I then have to change what's written up the top here. So to change that, I can like double click it, or I just grab it and then I highlight it and I go, wow. Well, let me just do capitals. You can use Snapcam on.
Somebody was asking if you can delete the bottom text and use the subtitle feature.
Yes, you can. So because this text is grouped, what I would suggest you do is ungrouping the text. So up here, it says ungroup. So click ungroup, and then the 2 texts become individual. So then you can delete that and add the subtitles. Okay. For this, I'm just going to show you how you can use the subtitles as well as having the envelope. So, wow, you can use Snapcam on, and then here I'm going to go. Oh, have I just want to grab that. There you go. Facebook Live. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for there. So then when I go back to the beginning, it's going to have that there. Now, if you want to make the letters actionable, so they're actually doing something, you can click it, and down here on the right, there is this text effect. So you could actually, I like the one where it actually types it. So it does that. So you get that movement. And again, you can do that at the bottom as well. So I can have that as type as well. Where's my type gone? Like that. Now, if you want them to type at a slightly slower rate, the bottom from the top, what you have to do is you have to regroup them again. So you have to click that one, press your shift key and click the top one. And you see at the top, it gives you the option to group it together. So you group it and then you click this section and you delay the text over here on the right by say like a second. So now that comes on just after. So you get that sort of movement. Okay. So now I'm not going to do all the other stuff, but what I'll show you, because I did talk about the subtitles, is over here where it says captions. You click that, and over here it says auto captions. So this is where if you wanted to keep the letterbox effect and have writing at the top and the bottom, you could position your captions over the top of, say, like that caption that I've got there. So if I click auto captions, it's going to first of all ask me what language I want them in. So US English, I could do British English.
Oh, wow.
Not sure that's really any different, but there's lots of ones. Irish English, Scottish English, Welsh English, you know, any language. So it is multilingual. So you can do whichever language you want to.
I wonder if that setting, and that's just, I've never asked because I'm US, so I don't think about it, but I wonder, and the Wave team can probably help me with that, and maybe that the tool better recognizes any accent.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think it's all about being clear when you speak. And I know that a lot of people often beat themselves up because they say a lot when they're talking on live. And that's because you're nervous and you don't allow yourself to pause and breathe. So what I did when I first started live streaming is when I watched my replays, I would just go, I've said so many times. So now what I do is I actually pause. I take a deep breath while I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next. So that helps me. And it also helps you when you're editing your live streams afterwards, because if you want to cut it up, if you take a break, like you just take a deep breath and you pause for a second, you always get that snippet that you can cut without cutting you off. That makes sense.
No, absolutely, absolutely. But I mean, I'm sure you've met some Scottish people who felt like they really spoke clearly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I speak clearly, but then there are other people in my house that often say, oh, you sound like you're from like the country, because I grew up in the countryside and I can do the combine harvester and all those sorts of things. So if I create the captions, what it does is it will create the captions whilst you carry on editing if you want to. So you can carry on editing. And you can edit your captions. I saw Kate just said that you can edit. So you can edit them. So if it does pick you up and it's misspelt something, you can edit them. Now, obviously, if it's a really long video, you just hope that you've spoken clearly enough for it to pick it up. Otherwise, it does take you a while to go through them. But I've not really noticed that it's been wrong. I suppose some of the words that would be the same, like there and there are two different spellings to that depending on your meaning. So I suppose it could get confused with those, but otherwise it doesn't. So here we've got, so it's got police in there. So what I would do probably is I would just delete that, because I don't know what it's picked up the end of something that I've said. So I've just deleted that and it just shows. So when you play it, is that how you say it? I'm not 100% sure. You see how that's gone over my wording. So what I can do is I can just move that up and put it there so that it keeps that clear. Now, another thing that you can do is you can obviously style your subtitles by changing the font if you want to. So you can make it different font. And if you have an account that allows you to upload your own fonts, then you can bring your own fonts in as well. So like here, depending on your plan, you can upload your own fonts. But you can also change the background color, the text color. You can make it karaoke style if you want. So when it plays, you have that yellow it runs with it.
Not try Snapcam, mainly focus on Facebook Live.
So you can have that sort of karaoke style if you want to. And of course you can change how the subtitles look as well. So you can have it outlined, you can have the text wrapped and things like that. I've just got the classic box for mine, or you can have a split box basic.
So many
yes.
options.
And and you can change the color and all sorts. I know, that's it. Well, you've got your brand colors, so you can make sure, you know, you can have it red if you wanted to, make it pop and allow people to see and things like that, or you can just have it black.
And if you have multiple clients, you can create brand folders.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's up here. Like, I'm using my Anita Wong, but there are other brands up there that I could show you. And then you can put the text to the left, to the right, or in the middle. I usually just keep it in the middle. So position it. You can change the size if you want it just a little bit smaller, so that it doesn't sort of take, like if you're talking head. This is so dope. And then settings wise, this is where, if you are putting your whole long live stream in and you want to take all the captions down so that you can create your blog from it and things, you can download the text. You can also download the SRT file. So that's, instead of using Rev or one of those other companies that transcribe for you, you've, like this, we were talking, Chad and I just now, and to everybody, about having everything in one place. So you don't have to go and get your videos transcribed elsewhere. You can actually do it in here.
It's crazy.
And
so cool.
Yeah. And then the burnt-in captions means that, what burnt-in captions means is that you don't have to upload the SRT file for the captions to show. So that's the difference between a burnt-in caption and a caption that's created with the SRT file. So a burnt-in one means that it's been embedded into the video, if that makes sense. It's not using the software that you're uploading it into to create the captions. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So once that's in and you've positioned it, your video is ready to go. So I'm not worried about it going over that caption that I pulled up. So I'll probably just bring it up a little bit more so it just sits there nicely. And then obviously, if I wanted to, I could add in some overlays and stickers. So I could add in some stickers, you know, when I said about the Facebook Live, I could do a little Giphy, which was like, let's say explode. And
wait, Giphy. Go search yellow Chad.
Okay. So I could put him on my videos. There you go. I'm going to just click. And obviously, it's not going to be, I could pretend to be Chad, look. But I'm not going to be. I'm going to put him over there. I'll put him over my pineapple. So there you go. He becomes the focus there. Okay. So, and of course, you can animate this. So at the moment, it's zoom in. So I could have it rotate. So you could rotate in. You could do the animation while it's in, so it could bounce while it's there. So it sort of just does different things. And then you can frame it if you want. So you can have circle, scroll. This is really cool. You can have all these things as well. So we'll just leave it like that for now.
Someone asked, do we need to turn off the captions then on YouTube?
Well, you don't have to. So basically on YouTube, there is a way of auto adding the captions, but the person who's watching your video can also just click the CC button to get the captions to show up, and they can then choose those captions in the language that they want. So I would say for YouTube, because more likely your live stream's already on YouTube, so if you wanted to put captions and SRT file on there, if you uploaded it into here and did the transcription and got the SRT, download that and then upload just the SRT file to your YouTube channel, then of course you've got the captions there. But there is an option to switch them on in YouTube. But you do get bonus points if you do have the SRT in your video, because obviously you open it up to a wider audience by adding those in for you. So that's pretty much how you do that sort of letterbox option. And then all you would do is you come over here. There is lots of other things that you can do, but I'm not going to go into that. So you click publish, and then you can choose to publish it as a video, which is what we would do. You can do a Giphy, create a GIF, but I think that's another tutorial. So we'll just do video. And then I usually do 1080, but you can do 720. If it's for a small frame like Instagram, then 720 is acceptable. If you're going to do it on a massive screen, then obviously go for the higher resolution.
And I think exactly where you have it paused is a perfect thumbnail.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, it isn't. So we could go back and change that, to be honest. But you can create your thumbnails yourself by adding it in as well. So although that thumbnail's a bit naff, you can actually create a cover that's branded to your own choice as well, if you wanted to, just in front of that. So if I went back to editing, I could add in a picture from my upload. So I could grab a photograph of me here, if I've got any. Let me just see. Well, I've got that one, haven't I? Let's just quickly add that. So I could actually then drag this to the beginning and have this right down like so. Say like that was my brand. And then what I'd need to do is yeah, that's it. So then obviously that's going to go at the beginning. So I'll just drop that. Oh, I'll leave that there. Let me just see what I'm going to do with the captions. So what I'll do is I'd start them a bit later. So you've complicated things now, Chad. So here it says 1 second. So what I do with my captions, if I didn't want it on this front bit here, is I would go here and change the start time of my caption. So I would just move this over. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to move this up a little bit, just a bit. So this comes to the minute. So it's a little bit fiddly, but you just do it. So this is at the minute. So this starts now here. So hopefully that won't affect the, what's it called? The lip sync and stuff like that. And then you just go and publish, you go to video. So now I've got a nice thumbnail, and then you click render and it's ready to go. So I'm not going to render it because it will take a little bit of time. So what I'll do now is I'm going to share my mobile phone and show you what the video could look like on the phone, because I've already got some on there, if that's okay. Is that all right? So I'm going to grab my phone. It's on nighttime. Look, it's on do not disturb, so nobody disturbs me. Okay, so here's my mobile phone. We're just going to swap that over. Just wait a second.
And by the way, folks, we're going to go over just a little bit here.
Oh, I
know it's
that.
technically 5 minutes till we normally end, but we're going to go just a little
I'll do it really
longer.
quickly.
Wait, it's Wave live streaming. So guess what? We can make her phone bigger.
Oh, I did it wrong. You do that bit then, Chad. Yay. Okay. So I'm just going to move it up there a little bit. Okay, perfect. So now, remember I said about the video tab. So here along the bottom, we've got this. This is my 9 square grid, if you call 9 squares. Okay. And then we have the reels. So remember we said about reels, they're the ones that stay on the Instagram account. And this is the video tab. So this is where the short video and the long form video now sits on your Instagram account. And this is where you would then repurpose that video that I've just done about Snapcam on here. And I've got a letterbox one. I'll just go down to a letterbox. I mean, all of these have been made in Waves. Just go down. Let's just grab one. So any of these videos are ones that have been repurposed from my Wave account. So if I grab this one, so what I did with this one is I actually created this for IGTV. So this is a slightly older one. And IGTV, which is what the video platform used to be portrait, you know, like your phone. So that's why it's this size. But obviously the square that I just made would sit square, okay? And that's how it would work. So remember I said to you about the link working. So what does your lead magnet take? So if I click more, I'll see if I've got a link on this one.
And by the way, folks, if we don't get to all of your questions, we will go back through the comments.
Yeah, I will stop
and talk to you. Angel says, that's it. I'm canceling my Adobe account. I feel you, brother.
Okay, so this is the one I wanted to show you one with a link in. So I don't know if you can see because it's quite tiny, but here I've got this snazzy thing. I wonder if it will work on the screen. Let me just see if it works. I've got this little thing that I can draw things on. Let me just see if it works here. Oh, I think it might, but I'm not sure you'll see it. Let's just see. So here, can you see that red mark?
Yep.
Oh, good. Let me get a thin one then, because that makes it a bit easier. You see here, that there is a link to YouTube. So this is the whole reason that we want to repurpose our videos, is because you've done a live stream, you've got your short little bit, and what you're doing now, you've got your short little promo bit, and now in Instagram, you've actually added a link. Now, before, they never used to be clickable, did they? Watch. So let me just delete my little circle. So if you want to know what that little Doppler thing is, I'd have to look it up, but it's on the Chrome extension, the thing that you draw on your screen with. And you click the YouTube link and look what happens. It opens it up into my YouTube channel. So that's the whole idea. It's a really old picture of me, so I'm going to quickly close it down. So I look really like I was really pale. So what happens is that then enables you to drive traffic from your Instagram account, where you can't live stream like we're doing now, to your YouTube, but it could also go anywhere else. So it could go to your free download, it could go to your email subscription, it could go to your blog, it could go to your website. That link could go pretty much anywhere. So that's the video option. So that one obviously is a little bit longer, but I just want to find a short video. So say like, let me see how long that one is. So that's a really short video. That one is 8 seconds long, I think. And I've even put a link on there as well. So there's even a link on an 8-second long video. So if you wanted to do a 10-second snippet, a promo of your live stream onto here, you could do that. And, you know, again, I added, when you click the more button, the link, and that one there is to actually book a call with me about a program that I've got launching in March. So that's exactly, you know, like you can use it to drive traffic. So remember what I said at the beginning of the live. What's your goal? What's your overall goal for your live stream, and what's your overall goal for your business? And that's where you get those call to actions.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to stop the training, and then we can answer some questions. How about that? So let me stop this share, or let me take my Doppler off, because I can't do the controls without my Doppler. How do I get rid of that? Let me just.
There, it would just bring us back here now.
Oh yeah, that's.
You have to end anything.
Okay, cool.
Well, Anita,
teach me your ways.
That's what she does. That's what she does. Wow. I mean, I
say
so
aluminium. Sorry, there's a joke there about my English accent.
Gotcha. I was gonna say we say aluminum, so I'm speechless. That doesn't happen very often. That was just absolutely intense. I know everybody loved it. There's going to be some people incredibly happy here in a second, and some that'll be disappointed because we are about to do surprises. Here we go. That was our lovely, apparently British-sounding music. Hey, number one. All righty. So we've got all kinds of stuff to give away. So first, remember we said earlier, if you commented hashtag wave, 5 people were going to get access to the beta test. All right. And you are going to email Yulia at Wave.video. There you go. It's up on the screen. All right. Especially if you're watching on YouTube, it's harder for us to track you down. So you've got to email. And those 5 winners are Emmanuel Bolade, I don't know if I said that right, Samantha Vera, Arun Kishan, Kim Lien, and Thomas Allen. Wow. Email Yulia. We're going to get you access. Make sure you have a Wave account set up, and we'll make sure that Yulia adds you to our beta test group so that you can share feedback. Because part of being a beta tester is you get to play with it early, but you also get to let us know if there's something that maybe isn't working, right? Because we're still trying to tweak some things. That being said, everything today has worked absolutely perfect. Love it. And I went a little bit crazy with some of the features today. And now, if you will, let's announce our winners of the other prizes. Okay, so that was fun. The winners are, in second and third place, winners of the, of course, coveted Wave.video sticker pack with Yellow Chad, are Last Stop for Pain, which I don't think is her real name, and Tim Parker.
Yay!
And don't bring it up on the screen yet, because I want to put him in suspense a little bit, because this person has been incredibly engaging today and has, I think, had their jaw on the floor for most of it, listening to everything you're sharing. So they are going to be excited, I have no doubt. The grand prize winner of the Hour with Anita is Lyle Weber.
Yay!
Lyle, yay, awesome, super excited about that. I know you are.
I'm going to give you my link to book that.
Awesome. And I think Eugene, our wonderful magic man behind the camera, probably sees where you sent the links where people can get in touch with you. So we'll get him to put those up on the screen as well, so they know where to find you.
Yeah, and I'll put my email for the winner to reach out to me. Let me just put that up.
Oh, here we go. There's our. Make sure you contact Yulia at Wave.video to get your prizes. Otherwise, we don't know how to reach out to you. So we try to find you, but we definitely need you to do that. So congratulations, Lyle. Thanks, guys. Lyle's excited. I knew Lyle would be excited. Oh, and Last Stop for Pain gave away the secret.
Annie.
Anai. It's either Annie or Anai. I either got it right or butchered it twice. So those were my only options. So, wow. I wish I even knew what to say. That was absolutely incredible. Anita, thank you so much for
love it.
sharing just the tip of the iceberg, really, of what you can do just with the Wave.video editor and repurposing content that you already have, but now to be able to incorporate live streaming and then take that and use all of the repurposing tools. And on the flip side, create everything you need for the live stream itself to make it look spiffy and have access to it in the live streaming studio. It really is. It's a one-stop shop. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you everyone else who joined us. We hope you had a great time. I'm going to go back and watch the replay and, try to spend more time with Anita because she's just absolutely brilliant. I've already knew that, but just, wow. We come here each week because I don't know everything either, guys. I'm learning some of this as I go. And I learn something new every week, and that's why we do this. Next week, we have Matt Haas, who's going to be joining us. He has a YouTube channel, talks about having fun. He's going to talk to us about engagement. He's also a tech geek, so if you have tech questions about audio and things like that, he'll have answers to those things as well. Anita, thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for being here and allowing all of us to learn together how to live better. We'll see you next week.
No worries.